the real game.
The biggest.
The Buffalo Bills going to Kansas City. And let me tell you, everybody at the beginning of the year was wondering what's going on with the Chiefs. Did they figure out Patrick Mahomes? It's the beginning of the year. And the Chiefs are back. They've been on fire. Buffalo, if you just look at the Bills throughout their history, what do when they get far? They lose. They've never, they got to 4 straight Super Bowls, lost all of them, right? Well, you know what? If I had to pick who's going to win this game, I got this feeling that the Buffalo Bills are going to be triumphant against the Kansas City Chiefs this week. I would love to see it happen. I'm more so rooting for that to happen, and I think it's possible. Buffalo over KC for sure.
I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna say that too. And honestly, the Chiefs this year, they've started slow a little bit, and I think the Steelers, like if you watched that first quarter, it was a slow start, but it was also TJ Watt was disrupting, but the difference was that Ben could not do a thing. And, you want to say, well, the Chiefs just turned it on. And yeah, obviously, the Chiefs started putting up points, but that defense was on the field nonstop. They were working, grinding, putting their blood, sweat, tears. And then, okay, Ben goes 3 and out, back on the field. And that is so exhausting. I think not enough times do people realize that it's a full team game. Like people literally just think that it's like, I don't know, like QBs, like 1v1 and like defenses, special teams, like nothing else, coaching, nothing else matters. And I think that's kind of a ridiculous narrative. When they face the Bills, if, they finish the whole first quarter scoreless, I mean, Josh Allen, they're going from an old, washed-up bum of a QB, no disrespect, man, to literally someone who you can make the argument is the most physically gifted QB in the league right now. I mean, I think Buffalo is going to be able to make them pay if Kansas City doesn't start hot. So I actually think that Buffalo will win this in a very tight, 34-31 type game.
I want to pick Buffalo. I just don't think it's going to happen. It's kind of this. I mean, I think everyone wants to see Allen versus Mahomes go at it back and forth. Like nothing would bring more of a smile to my face than to see that. But until the top dog is knocked off, the AFC, I have no reason to go against him at home. A guy that only has lost 1 playoff game at home, and he didn't even touch the ball in that game in overtime against the Pats. Every other time he's been money there. So it's a big ask to ask Josh Allen to come back to Kansas City for a second time and to play just as good after a perfect game last weekend. Do law of averages take over and he kind of takes a step back to earth? Maybe. I think it might happen. But I think the Bills will play well, but in the end, I think it's the Chiefs, 38-34.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the LA Rams. And I'll say right now, I did not have too much faith in the Rams. I think Will saw it last week. I was shook. I was shook trying to make a prediction because there's just so much pressure, on not just the players, but Sean McVay, the whole organization trading away all these picks. They literally, there's no other team in the NFL that has gone all in like this. They have mortgaged their future, just stockpiling all these, broken parts from different teams, Matthew Stafford, Odell, Von Miller, all these different teams to have a super team. And, they did not close out the season strong. And I don't even want to say that they dominated the Cardinals. Honestly, if you ask me what happened on Monday night, Kyler Murray has some sort of meltdown. I don't know.
He wasn't ready.
He was not ready.
Not good.
At all. Like, it was really bad. So I don't want to say the Rams won as much as the Cardinals, Kyler, just lost. Like, he, was on another planet. So with that, versus the Bucks. I mean, they already know. You know why they're here. All 22 starters just came here to run it back. I don't know. Like, I think
Gotta make it.
Yeah, you know what? Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They
What?
got it. They're all here. They're all here for a reason. Tom Brady, TB12. Well, actually, let me put in an asterisk like Dan, because the O line. Okay, there's been some injury. There's been some injury. Okay, Tristan Wirfs, he's in a boot right now. So if he does not play, Aaron Donald gonna do some work. I'm gonna go with the Rams. But a healthy offensive line protecting TB12, because we know the man is not mobile. He's 44. He will scramble every once in a while, but the man is not mobile. Without Tristan Wirfs, I think they're gonna lose. If he's up there, if he's suiting up, even for the morale boost, I think the Bucs will win. That's my pick.
I mean, you said the guy's name, Tom Brady. It's very hard to go against him at home in the playoffs, in the divisional round, where I think he's, last time I checked, maybe like 14-3, which is just unheard of. And as you said, injuries, they really hit the Bucs hard. The Rams are kind of new to this spot for the first time in a few years. I know they did it with Goff, but now they got Stafford. See what could happen. I think will be a good game, but until further notice, my Super Bowl pick was running it back. Bucs, Chiefs. They're going to do it again. So Bucs are winning again.
Matt Stafford got his very first playoff win. Good for him, man. Well deserved, because my man was battling. He was battling it out in Detroit. Finally you got some good pieces around you, some quality coaching, and you go ahead, your coach, you only got to throw the ball 17 times, but you guys win the game. You're going to be having to put that ball up this time, man. Listen, the LA Rams beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in week 4, and there's this old man who's 44 years old who is not happy about that loss. And this is the time. He came here. He came to Tampa Bay to increase his legacy. I cannot see him losing this game. I don't care if Tom Brady was out there passing to, if he had none of his big weapons. Tom Brady is going to find some type of way to defeat these LA Rams. So I'm going with the Rams. Whoops. Rewind.
He set us up for that.
Rewind. I'm going with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to be victorious over the LA Rams this week. It's going to be an action-packed playoff football week.